I'm tweaking. I can't
That's
lie.
so funny.
Bro, oh my goodness. So give me an update. Give me an update on Christian rap, bro. I need it. Give me an update. What's up? What's up?
Dude, I th okay, so I was talking to somebody about this the other day, like last week, and I think next year is going to be Christian hip hop's most historic year.
Mm.
And I think we saw a bit of this
What's
like
good,
last year
worldwide? What
with a lot
up?
of the on the Oh, we're on, let's go. What's up, bro? But I think we saw this a lot last year with 2024 with all the on the radar freestyles.
Uh
I
huh.
think we saw it a lot with the Sway in the Morning, the Big Boy interviews with John and Miles. And Miles getting on Breakfast Club this year.
Miles
Like
is the
I
biggest.
think,
Miles is the biggest thing alive, bro. He's the biggest thing in our space. Like
bro,
what? Because bro,
dude,
John Keith
right
doesn't
now,
no,
yeah,
and Rodney Jerkins, bro. Rodney Jerkins being alive and starting. What did we say? I think we can go back to our clips from back then. Aliens Alive. We literally said it was gonna take it to the next level, and it literally did. It literally did
it
that.
is, bro. They're
It's
literally
taken
doing that, bro.
it's taken Christian rap to the next level. And I haven't been dropping videos. I haven't been as active, but I've been seeing it. I'm still tapped in
Yeah,
to a
bro.
certain level. And I
Yeah, man.
feel like Rodney Jerkins and everything he's doing with Alex Jean, John Keith, who else is it? Who else is on their group? Even with what's his name from back then? That one project that we first listened to, the dude from Florida that Tubi works with sometimes. Um
Gavi?
Gavi, yes, bro. Like all of them have just taken it to the next
Uh,
level. They've taken it like they've been
yeah,
killing
bro.
it, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's really encouraging, and I really feel like we said then, I feel like Aliens is helping assist in ushering CHH to where it should have been and where it's going to continue to rise in, or like the ways it's going to continue to excel. And I'm just really excited for it, bro. I'm scared about it and I'm happy about it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I think it's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be awesome. Like um, I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more secular collabs within the space, and
Mm-hmm.
whoever feels certain ways about that, they can cry in a corner.
Go cry, bro,
But I
because
really do think,
the like
yeah,
honestly, I don't, bro. Like, who cares, bro?
yeah,
Who?
bro,
No, bro. Who cares, bro? Who cares
yeah,
if
bro,
we're working with secular artists, bro? Like, honestly, like I
dude,
don't.
no facts,
I could care less, dog. Like
facts.
I could care less if Miles Minnick is on a song with Drake or not, bro. If Drake has a fire Christian verse, bro. First off, I'm not even a Kendrick fan. If Kendrick had a fire Christian verse on Miles Minnick, ain't nobody gonna care, bro. Ain't nobody gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, and
sorry.
it's one of those things too where it's like I think we first of all we know God can take us anywhere we need to go. So like even without the feature, God can get us there. But I think it's something to be said where it's like, how are we gonna say we want to reach everybody, but we don't do the things necessary to get there? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
if we know it may take a secular collab or whatever to reach a certain audience, then why not work with that person? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, bro.
unless this person is
Yes.
completely ungodly, like totally debaucherous, like, unless that's the case,
No, but
like,
not even that.
we're
Like,
taking the
but
necessary
what?
steps.
But what does that mean though? Like, what does that mean that this person's
All right.
such a sinner that I can't introduce Jesus to their life? Like,
Totally, totally. I think the only thing I can potentially agree with when somebody has that argument
okay,
as
so
to like
Worldwide
not
Baby
doing
makes a
secular
point.
collabs.
He makes a point right here. He says, "Rock with Miles, but there's so many more talented artists in this space, which makes me a bit
Mm,
sad sometimes." Okay, that's a valid point though. Yes, we want Miles to
yeah,
work with Christian artists, but here's the thing, bro. If we
yeah.
only work with Christian artists, sometimes only Christian people listen. They only listen. So it's
Facts,
so
man.
we not
So
that not that we're saying that you have to work with worldly people. Like
yeah,
it's just you can
yeah.
balance both. I don't know.
I definitely agree to an extent, right? Like I think there are instances where the world is willing to listen if it's really good. Like I think an example of this is like the last album from Indie Tribe
Yeah.
and like Rocky Road
Okay.
Part 2 from Caleb Gordon. Like some of those songs on the Tribe album and then Caleb Gordon's song with Alano went crazy on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
people were making dances to the song, like the video hit millions of views. So it's like I think it can be done. But I think the pushback that I think makes sense when somebody's like you shouldn't work with a secular artist is if that artist is glorifying the devil. Like I don't think
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
talk to
yeah.
that person,
No, for
but
sure.
to make a song with that person could go a little crazy. Like that's a little crazy. But I
No,
think
I get
outside of
that.
that, I think some of those collaborations are necessary. Like I think they need to happen. Whether they have a big impact or whether they don't, I think it impacts the artist they work with. Like you were
So,
saying, bro. Like I
so
think.
Worldwide Baby makes the point. He says, "I think slowly Miles is becoming the Forrest Frank of Christian rap." What is our response?
Oh, wait, that can mean a good thing or a bad thing. What
That's
does he
what I'm.
mean by that?
I think he means. I think he means in a bad, not in a bad way, but like I think how I interpret that is he's becoming so mainstream that everything is just a mainstream song.
Mm,
And honestly, do
that's
I
real.
see that? Do I see that for sure? But
Yeah,
also,
I think. Yeah,
it's like that's
yeah,
that's just what it is though. Like I think he's
totally,
got
bro,
to cater
totally.
to the bigger audience, and of
For
course I
sure,
like the
bro.
more trap records, but I mean you
Yeah.
got to make the radio records too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I don't think Miles is opposed to this, but for artists who are, I think one of our biggest oppositions or enemies in the future when it comes to the space will be when our music becomes formulaic. At the moment that our music starts to become a formula and it starts to
Mm-hmm.
all sound the same again, I think that's going to become our biggest downfall if we fall back into that. Like I think there are ways to avoid it and we're already doing really well at that. Like you were saying, I think Cruz is one of the people that's really good at doing something that's different from the space and still doing well within the genre.
Yeah.
I think if we keep leaning into our personal sounds and like our personal music and our like flavors and all these things, I think we're going to continue to expand in a good way, like in a really beneficial way.
No,
But yeah, bro.
I agree. I do think it's a mix of it's a mix, bro. It's a mix, and like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
bro.
I don't know how to explain that.
Yes, bro.
I like bro. I just heard Hovey yesterday, and Hovey performed here
Mm.
out here in Sioux Falls. He performed at Lifelight. Shout out Lifelight. Shout out Z8.
Ooh,
Shout out everyone that put that on. That was fire. But like one of the things
let's
that I
go.
noticed was it was Hovey on the flyer, and it was a bunch of other artists that were like not country, like mainstream
Mm.
like worship and stuff. And Hovey, he can
Yeah.
be in a crowd where he can rap, but like it fits
Hmm.
that mainstream lineup. You know what I'm
Yeah.
like? You can't throw a Keon Boone out there because it's just so trap heavy. Like you can't, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
Like you can't do that.
Literally.
And like I
Yeah.
think Hovey and I think the Forrest Franks and I think the Miles Minnicks, like
Hmm.
they're just
Yeah.
catering to the mainstream audience, which is okay because we want to reach the masses. But we also
Literally.
have the underground guys like that are always gonna do our trap sound that we love. Like I don't know, like they're built
Totally,
off
bro.
that. But eventually you gotta expand though.
Totally.
Everyone does that.
Yeah.
Every Christian artist does. Every artist
Yeah,
does
man.
that. Every artist hits a point where you gotta
Definitely.
try out new styles.
Definitely. You know the thing though, bro? Like, I don't think CHH has as many artists as it needs.
No,
And what I mean by
we need
that is
like
like
80 Miles
I
Minutes.
think we have a lot of rappers. Dude,
Yeah.
no, no, what I mean by that is like I think we have a lot of rappers, but I don't think we have a lot of artists. Like
Okay.
I think
Okay.
we have a lot of
Expand on
people with
that.
talent,
Expand on that.
skill. Like, I think we have a lot of people who know how to rap and know how to put a song together, but I don't think we have a lot of people that are tastemakers and pioneers. Like I think there are a lot of people who know how to get in a lane and stay there, and they aren't comfortable or they aren't willing to expand and try something new. Like
Mm.
when I think of an artist, I think of some like a No Big Deal, like a What Up RG, um, even like a Caden. Like there are a lot of people that are willing to try something different because they love music, not just because they love hip hop. I don't think we have enough people that just that don't just like hip hop. Like I
Yeah, yeah.
think of like a John Keith, bro. Like dropping Grow Wings to a lot of people that seemed really risky before it came out. Like a lot of people were like,
But it's
"Oh, I don't
so
know. Like
fire,
it's gonna be
bro.
good." Right? It's a beautiful album, bro. And I think that shows the variety in the of John Keith, where it's like he's talented enough to do rap, hip hop, pop, R&B. and he can do all those things, right? And he's not willing to allow a label to hinder him from like stepping into
Yeah,
new
yeah.
lanes. And I think we have a lot of people that are really scared that they'll lose their audience, so they're not willing to like
No,
step
hands.
out of like a sound they've
John
been
Keith
into for
Grow Wings is one of the best projects also this year in my mind. Like it's
totally,
beautiful,
bro.
start
It's
to finish.
top
Like
five, bro.
yeah, like
It's
because,
top five.
but also John Keith is like, but John Keith, it realistically, I'm just being honest. Some
Mm.
places don't put John Keith on their lineup because he's too edgy. Isn't that crazy? Like John Keith is too
Totally,
much for
bro.
some people. So it's like, where
Yeah.
does like I think you also hit a certain threshold as an artist where it don't matter
Mm.
what you drop because you're so big. Like John Keith is at that where he could drop whatever. He has creativity to do
Literally, bro.
whatever. I think
Yeah.
I think Miles is that Cali, so he's like he's all Cali. Like
Mm.
he's trying to
Yeah.
cater to that Cali
Oh, for sure, for
audience.
sure,
You know what I'm saying? John is
for
more of
sure,
a
bro.
John's a mega star, bro. Like when I compare John
Oh
to
my
like
golly, yeah.
I don't know how to compare John to a worldly artist, and I'll do it. Like I don't care. Like a secular artist. Like
Yeah.
I don't have an artist that like I can put him next to because he can go 808s and rap. He can go boom bap and rap,
Totally.
but he can also sing on a song where it literally just makes you want to like. He can go on tour with what's her
Cry.
name? What's her? What's her?
Madison Ryan Ward.
Yes, he can go on tour with her and it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like
bro.
that.
Literally,
That's what I'm trying to say. Like he's just his. He's. I think he's.
bro.
If we had 50 John Keiths of that, like
Dude,
people who are just artists, yeah, we'd be doing great.
dude.
I think it
I'm
takes some
telling you,
guys to
bro.
just like experience more and more to finally get there. Does that make? I don't know.
I'm
A
telling
random
you,
take.
bro. I 100% agree. Oh, and
Yeah.
for the people that might get upset that I only said Dylan, what up, RG? I want to clarify. There are a lot more artists in this space than I
TJ
named.
Mo,
Like
what good?
so
We
many,
back, boy.
so many. Like if even if you just look at Indie Charm and Heaven on Earth, that entire collective is full of people who are super artistic and definitely artists. So I
I
don't want to
saw
discredit
Enzo
anybody
Grand
else's.
yesterday. Saw Enzo Grand performing. He
Bro,
was killing it.
Enzo's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's so many. There are a lot of artists in the space, but I think we need more. That's all I'm saying. Like you're saying, bro. Like if we had like 50 Johns, bro, 50 RGs, 50 Eclesos, 50 Dills, bro. Like think of how crazy the genre would be. Like how far we could have gone by now. You know, like
Yeah.
it's
Worldwide Baby
unreal.
says that's really sad, low key. In my mind, John Keith could have another level of impact. I just don't trust the Christian audience to blow up the right people. Here's my take though on that. I don't think it's the
It's
I don't think it's the Christian audience that blows up people. Like for instance, Forrest Frank.
ooh,
Forrest Frank. Okay, right now, Forrest Frank
mm,
has more listeners monthly than Drake and Kendrick.
crazy,
Okay, I
crazy.
do not believe all of those are just believers. I think
Definitely
I
not.
think
Yeah,
there's no way. There's no way because not that many people actually
yeah,
love God. So I think a lot of the people that are
yeah,
listening are people that just like the sound, the
totally,
quality of the music, and it's catchy.
totally,
Like
bro.
God's got my
Definitely.
back. Like I don't know. Like you don't even have to be a believer
Yeah.
to like that, even though it's talking about God. I think
You
so.
know what it is, bro?
What is it?
Hold on, I don't want to interrupt you. You finish?
No,
I
no.
want you to
I'm
finish
just
what you're
all
about
I'm
to say.
gonna say is like the thing with Forrest is yes, I know it's corny. I know some people say that's corny and I don't know.
Mm,
I used to feel like that, but now I'm at a point where it's like
yeah,
if souls are being reached, then souls are being reached. Like
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I want to be clear too. Like, I don't want to like sound like I'm hating Forrest. Like Forrest, there undoubtedly, I believe, has a hand of the Lord on him, like on his
mhm.
life. And I definitely know that that's part of why, if not, well, completely why he's going as big as he is, because I know that God is blessing everything he's doing. So I'm not trying to discredit what he does, but I think to a degree, it's a lot of like what you were saying too, like making radio songs where it's this thing of like they're simple enough to understand and they're simple enough to play again, and it's great for all audiences. So it's like whether they're like 73 or whether they're like 4 years old, like for music just works. So I think like what you're saying too about like
It's the
John and
age,
some of the
yeah.
other artists in the space. Yeah, it's like I think the thing about like some of the artists who haven't gone crazy, like what Worldwide was saying, is this idea that I think a lot of the artists in the space want to have deeper conversations that even the older audiences aren't ready to talk about, and
Yeah.
some of the younger audiences aren't old enough to understand.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
they
I see
don't
what
know
you're
how to
saying.
accept the music. Like anybody can be happy. Like anybody can understand happiness. Anybody can understand God having their back. Like, but it's like when John releases a song about like wanting to, commit suicide,
Mm-hmm.
and like at the age of 11, a lot of Christians don't know how to understand that. Like there are people I know, like in my personal life, that will watch something on TV, and the moment they mention suicide, like skip that. Like they don't want to like acknowledge or view that part of the episode, or movie or whatever the case is. And it's like I think that's what's caused a lot of issues in the church. I definitely think that's what's causing issues even with Christian playlists and things of the sort, where it's like the more we avoid this, the bigger it gets. And I think that's kind of why that these artists don't blow up, is because they're too honest for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Um,
But
but
like,
yeah,
okay,
bro,
what
it's
about
bad.
this? What about this? Let's throw an. I'm gonna throw an example. We're gonna react to someone right now, and this is someone who
Oh
is a.
shoot, okay.
This is a worldwide says. Well, before we get into it, he says think the Christian audience got force ranked to a certain level, then it spilled over to mainstream. John Keith hasn't got to that
Totally.
level where it's spreading. It's spreading over to mainstream. Now I used to rock with Forrest, but then I went to his concert
Mm,
and saw 20,000 people, ages 375, praising God. God using him for. I used to not rock. Oh, sorry. I used
for
to
sure.
not rock with Forrest, but then I went to saw 20,000 people singing, praising God. God using him for real. Just think that artists like John are light years ahead creatively. Okay, no, no, no.
Mm,
I'm willing to say that though. But I also think this is just okay.
mm,
Creatively, yes, yes. But I also would say this, like guys like Shua, like artists like that
mm.
creatively are so much better than
Bro,
other artists. It's just I
bro,
don't know
the
what.
fact that the fact that John and Shua are related is so crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Like
So
that's insane.
it's also an
That's
algorithm thing. It's also a God thing. It's also the place you've been called
yeah,
to.
bro.
Like there's only
Yeah,
so not this someone told me, not everyone's meant to blow up. Not everyone's meant to blow up. Not everyone's meant to be a
totally.
big preacher. A pastor
Yeah.
told me that. Not everyone's supposed to preach to 10,000 people. Some people are called just to
Whew.
preach to their 100. So when it comes to musicians, I think it's the
Yeah.
same way. Not everybody's called to
Mm,
be 145 million monthly listeners. No, not everyone is. You might be called to your 5,000, your
most definitely.
10,000, but you're called to minister to those listeners the best way possible that
Mm,
honors God. So I don't know. It's like I don't like the comparison part. I agree. I agree with
definitely.
what Worldwide Baby's saying. I agree with everything. I'm just saying
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
there's a certain calling that each person has that makes it different.
Yeah, bro.
I agree though.
Yeah,
I'm
totally,
still on your
totally.
side though. Okay.
No, 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 you're good. I love what you said, bro. That was beautiful. That
Um
was great. Yeah.
okay, so
Yeah.
here's a guy